We've loved our 1-ton diesel cargo van we used to pull our Airstream. It has a camping toilet in it. If Marissa needs to get out and go to the back, she can just get out of her seat. It has tons of storage, and we actually get to keep our bikes in the dry, in the van. When you open up these back doors, instead of a truck where you kind of got the bed comes down and then your top, if you've got a topper on it, which we probably would, it's just so much wider. It's just easier to access everything because your doors swing all the way out, and then you can just walk up and you've got full access to all this. But having said all that, there are some things our van has a hard time doing compared to a truck, especially if it's a 4-wheel drive truck. We do not have 4-wheel drive, right?
That's true. I don't know, it's something we debated about. We're kind of testing out the waters without 4-wheel drive. And there's been times, not where we've gotten stuck and needed it, but there's been times that we've wanted to maybe go off-road. Not that we're like crazy off-road rock crawlers, but you know, there's been some drives, some scenic drives, some cool things that we could have done with 4-wheel drive.
And so one of the options you can take if you don't have 4-wheel drive, which we talked about this when we got the van, is you can actually rent 4-wheel drive if you're in an area that has a lot of cool 4-wheel drive stuff to do, which we are in Moab, which is tons of 4-wheel drive stuff here to do. We were also in Sedona, and you know, there's lots of other places we've been that have, you'll know when you're there. You'll see the ATV and 4-wheel drive vehicles, you know, 4-door Jeeps, just everything, just all over the place to rent. That tells you instantly there's some pretty cool trails and some pretty cool stuff to be, you know, taking your 4-wheel drive down. And so we're partnering today with Cliffhanger Jeep Rental to use a rental Jeep for the day. We don't have experience with this kind of thing. Well, I take that back. We have some accidental experience one time with the Subaru. Pretty neat.
Okay, so I did not know that this road was this bad. I'm not ready.
But other than that, we have little to no experience with this kind of thing. The cool thing about these companies are, even if you don't have a lot of experience with them, they can still tell you where to go and what to do when you make the rental. And so
you kind of tell them your off-roading experience.
Yes.
And they kind of direct you the path to take, literally.
look at those Jeeps, Hensley.
Hensley and I both have serious Jeep crushes. We love Jeeps.
Look at all the Jeeps.
I see them.
They're pretty red and real.
Think about these. Those look fun too.
Want that one?
You want a black top or silver top, Hensley?
That one?
That one?
Okay.
All right. All right, we're going to take that one.
So wash her off and bring her back full and you'll be fine.
Okay.
To put it in 4 low, you have to physically stop the outfit, put your transmission in neutral.
Okay.
Then you pull this down, over, and all the way down, puts it in 4 low. Now if you're in a spot where you need 4 high, you're going like 5-10 miles an hour, just pull this 1 notch, puts it in 4 high.
You gonna ride in a Jeep?
Yeah.
You excited?
I am. I miss our Jeep. For those of you who don't know, I did not tell this to the company here because they would probably laugh. And I joked with Marissa, they'd be like, hey, come here, you gotta hear this, you gotta hear this. We found a 2-wheel drive Jeep we bought that we planned on pulling behind our Class A. Which, in case you didn't know, if you get a 2-wheel drive Jeep that's automatic, it can't be towed 4 down. So we didn't even get to tow that thing behind our Class A. Ultimately, we were trying to downsize, so we didn't want to just keep the Jeep sitting in our hometown. So we had to sell it. But I promised Marissa we would get another 4-door Jeep at some point. It might be today, so.
I actually even made him tell me before we get married that I would have a Jeep one day. It was part of the marriage contract.
It wasn't an official prenup or anything, but
no,
she did verbally say,
just
I will
joking.
I had to draw her a
But
picture
serious.
and make a promise, and
I did.
technically I've already fulfilled that. So.
I did for a few months, but
It was longer than a few months. She had
Maybe
about a year, yeah.
And so he did promise. He said if we got rid of the Jeep that we would just rent a Jeep when we need it, which is what we're testing out, and it's so far pretty awesome.
Yeah. These are nice nice Jeeps. They take good care of them. They go through a walkthrough before you leave, check scratches, dents, because people sit on the hoods and run into things, and I mean, it's a Jeep and you're off-roading. So they go over it with you before you leave. They also tell you what trails you can and can't go on. You know, they get your insurance. I mean, all the paperwork. But ultimately, it's cool because you get to drive a really nice four-door Jeep.
It's like it's yours, you know?
Yeah, we can totally pretend.
And they've even let you start doing Poison Spider Trail, which is something we're not going to do.
No.
But I think that would be pretty awesome. So this is absolutely incredible. If you see way up on that rock up there, where that canopy is, that's Dead Horse Point. When you're up at Dead Horse Point looking down, this is what you see from up there, and we're right here in the middle of it. So the story with Dead Horse Point is they say that ranchers had collected all these horses that they wanted. They took the best out of the wild horses. They built a fence and then they left the others. Story is that they could smell the water from up on that point down here, so they took a leap off that cliff to get to the water. So it's called Dead Horse Point. That's a sad story, but that's how it got its name.
I mean, this is just a great example. If you got the right vehicle, go to the right place, do the right things. We love hiking, but we would not want to hike up here, so.
I don't think we would have taken the van out here, so.
No. That's a couple things too to mention. This Jeep that we rented from Cliffhanger, I mean, the suspension on it compared to our van, like, even if we had four-wheel drive put on our van, the suspension is junk compared to this Jeep. It's so smooth to ride. Like, what little we've gone off paved roads with our van, it's horrible. It's just shaking us to death. We made it into Canyonlands National Park. It's pretty cool that you can just take a road, side road into the park, which obviously is not the main entrance. So you got these side roads coming into these national parks sometimes too, that a lot of them, you know, you need four-wheel drive to get into. This is Musselman Arch we're gonna check out. It's just a short little walk from where we parked once we came back in off the main road we were on in the Jeep. And this is pretty awesome. Look at that, Hensley. That's cool. This is just an amazing spot with an amazing view. That is a really cool arch. You got the toadstools in the back. See you later, guys. Think?
This is incredible. I get my canyon views in a Jeep. It's like my perfect day.
Yeah, if you love hiking, like a lot of the trails we've kind of done, this is like hiking with wheels or hiking on steroids or whatever you want to consider it. This road looks like a lot of the hikes we've done with the switchbacks.
Or if hiking is not an option for you, this is a great way to get to. I love that we can get inside the canyon. We've been driving around inside, which is something that we haven't got to do very much. So this has definitely been a fun treat. And this is something that if you have the right vehicle, anybody could do this. So that's what makes this really a cool experience.
So we stopped at the visitor center in Canyonlands, kind of check it out. It looks pretty awesome. We're gonna come back and hike on foot another day. But today we got the Jeep.
So we're doing Jeep stuff.
Is that how you say that? So we're doing Jeep stuff. We're gonna be checking out Gemini Bridge Trail, which connects Canyonlands to Moab. It's another one that, I don't know if they all intertwine at some point probably anyways, but we're gonna check this one out. Right?
Let's do it.
Here's what we're taking. We are currently here. We're gonna go up in here and come out. Where camping is right up here.
So we made it to Gemini Bridges, but Hensley just fell asleep, which is a good thing because she needed a nap. Just a short 300-yard walk, so we're gonna take turns. So I'm guessing I've arrived, and I guess you walk out on these bridges. Ugh. So this is absolutely beautiful. You got mountain with the snow in the background and long cliffs and multiple bridges. It looks a lot more narrow than it is. Gemini Bridges is an awesome spot, and we wouldn't have found this spot if it wasn't for having a way to get down here. It's made us have a really good, fun day.
We made it, Jeep.
We made it, Jeep. Yay!
Good job, Jeep.
Hensley, did you like the Jeep today?
Like the Jeep.
Yeah? Was it fun?
It was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Was it bumpy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So really appreciate Cliffhanger Jeep Rentals letting us use one of their Jeeps today. Fantastic time. It was. We had a really good time.
Fun.
It was good to mix it up. We do a lot. We love outdoors and we love nature, and it was awesome to mix it up from the hiking we usually do to see the outdoors.
And we got to cover a lot more ground than we could by
Yeah.
hiking. There's no way we could have saw all that we saw today
No.
by
So
hiking, and it was fun.
even if we'd had a four-wheel drive truck that we're pulling our RV with, I mean, some of the stuff we went on was shaking like crazy. I don't know. I mean, I think there's definitely a benefit of companies like Cliffhanger that give you the chance to rent a Jeep or rent. They have UTVs as well. I asked about the difference. I mean, they feel like you're more of the trail. You're going to be more out in the open. There's not any doors on it. There's nothing really in the way. You're just right there.
So there's pros and cons. I mean, we got to have the Jeep experience, but we got the air conditioning, and you also can't take the UTVs into national parks and state parks. So because of the trail we were doing today, and we love Jeeps, it fit with what we were doing.
But I think either one's a great option. Cliffhanger has been a great company to work with.
If you're in Moab,
Yeah, check them out.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Really enjoyed the experience. We're gonna call it a day, and we will catch you guys later.
Car washes are just fun. I don't know why.
Kind of scary.